consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, move it. We making movies, moving, moving, moving. I get a chance to take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder, harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, movie. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, movie. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot. One shot, you only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot, you only get one shot.
I told my boys it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs it ain't no limits.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Coming up, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and themselves. Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the prove. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, huh? But they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with Villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Sanders. And some space here. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 32 yards. And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Play fake. Cousins. He'll buy some time right, and he fires one incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Running for it, here's Cook. And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. To throw is Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now Cousins on 4th down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down. So quite a call there. They go on 4th and inches and wind up getting 5 yards. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Now Cousins. Flushed out right. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Touchdown! Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings are an extra point away from drawing level. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On the move past the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 67 yards. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott now to add the extra point. And And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Oh, he fakes a spike. Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Oh, going for Sanders downfield. And this one incomplete. A 50-50 ball in the end, nearly intercepted. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll work this down inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Credit Zadarius Smith, able to get through and make that tackle for a loss. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's Hurts to throw. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Throwing is Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Flush to his right. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. First down. Here's Cousins. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Cousins will try and throw. And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles? He's got a man complete. A big play there just before halftime. And even 70 yards. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll run with Sanders. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Burt sets up to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Touchdown! Miles Sanders as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want him to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, Cousins. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson.
76 yards.
And the Vikings get a bit closer.
We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And now off to the races, down the right side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, 84 yards. And they... Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Elliott on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously, such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action. Cousins sliding out of the pocket. There's Jefferson to pull that in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Cook up the gut. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Cousins gets this one out wide quickly. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook from 3 yards out. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They'll try and throw for it. Rolling to his right. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. His throw incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They'll go option to the short side. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the 1st down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's got a man, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Devontae Smith, 61 yards. And the Eagles will add on to their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, Cook. And he's got room. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. He's at the 30. 10.
They're not even trying to do anything.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed. And that throw there.
Watkins diving. He's got it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Back to it after the pick-6. Cousin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes...
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Working with a 2nd and 4. Cousins. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, 62 yards. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Cousins now. Flush to his right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Seen, and the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. Touchdown!
Justin Jefferson.
56 yards.
And the Vikings have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. On 1st down, Hurts. Now they go screen. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And that'll be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receiver.
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
How about that for a call? Leading in the second half, fake punt, but this one's going to work against them.
And, partner, I love a fake punt as much as anyone. In fact, I might love it more than other people, but in this case, probably a step too.
And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently, so that's just going to be an incompletion. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. On 3rd down, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a 1st down and then some. A 32-yard pickup. Now Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly. Got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
To the air again, it's Cousins.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Eluding the pressure right. And now another one thrown incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jalen Reagor, 28 yards. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively...
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
Picked off by James Bradbury. The 40, 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed.
Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are right back in this football game.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. They find some open field here. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And this one too low.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And he's got this to Jefferson.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson,
59 yards.
and the Vikings have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Now Cousins. Buying time to his left. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On 2nd and 10, Hurts. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Play action. Here's Hurts. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the save calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll try the middle with Cook.
80 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Cousins escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Well, let's begin by trying to get into the mind of the head coach. He's telling us he wants to win the game right now. That's why they went for it and got it on 4th down.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing, Cousins.
Complete, Jefferson the target. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. He's got it. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. He's got room at the 30.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 15-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Eagles!
Devontae Smith on the receiving end from Jalen Hurts.
And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will tie the ball game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Flushed out right. Oh, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
Well, it's not very often, Charles, that you and I get to see a 4th drive in overtime, but buckle up because here we go, partner.
Well, my first thought is that apparently no one wants to win this thing, and now I'm correcting myself. I know they both want to win it, but they've gone at it so hard. Who can focus long enough to make the proper play to win this game?
Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And this one is no good. He missed it. And we will play on here in overtime. 1 overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game.
Oh, and it's intercepted. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick six TD.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.
Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylists go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They tried to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic, I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. But I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, we got another one. Ha! Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible.
Hello, new world, all the boys and girls. I got some true stories to tell. You're back outside, but they still